let's go to how you might teach kids showing, not telling. Let's say you're teaching lining up. You literally tell your students what it is going to look like and what it is going to sound like. It should sound something like this. All right, guys, it's about time for recess. I'm going to teach you how I want you to line up and how I want you to walk through the halls. I want you to look at the floor near the door. What do you see? That's right. There are numbers on the floor that go out in a line. When we line up, we're going to stand on those numbers and make certain we give each other plenty of space. When I say line up, you will do what I do. Then you're going to walk over and you're going to model it for your students. You're going to model standing right on your number, and you're going to model putting your hands down to your side, and you're going to model straight forward. You're modeling for your students exactly how you want them to look and how you want them to sound. Don't just tell them, you show them how to do it. You show them what it looks like. You show them what it sounds like. And you're going to go back and you're going to say, can anybody tell me what you saw me do? And the little kid's going to pipe up and they're going to say, you lined up, and they're going to tell you all the things you did. And you're going to praise them and you're going to say, that's right. That's right. Thank you so much for paying attention. Can anybody tell me what they heard me doing? And then somebody's going to pipe up and say, well, you didn't say anything. That's right. So what it should look like when you line up is that you should stand right on your number. Your hand should be to your side and you should be facing forward. And what it should sound like is it should sound like nothing. It should sound silent. After you've gone through that demonstration, you're going to say, now, who thinks they can do it perfectly? A bunch of kids are going to raise their hand. They're going to call on one and watch them do it. Very likely they're going to do it perfectly. You're going to say, thank you so much, that was perfect. You can say something like, I noticed that you stood in line with your hands straight down and that you were silent, and I noticed that you were completely just right there where you should have been. Or you could do it the other way, and you could say, what did you notice that Susie did? You're teaching it through a process of showing, not just telling it. What does it look like and what does it sound like? You've done it. A student has done it. Now you're going to try it with a small group of kids. Here we go. It's a challenge. Which group thinks they can do this perfect? A whole bunch of groups are going to raise their hand. You're going to pick a group that you're pretty sure can do it. And hey, line up. And that group is going to go and they're going to line up. They're probably going to do it perfectly. So repeat the process. Oh, I really like how you, or what did you notice? What did you see them do? You're going to say, thank you so much. Perfectly done. Go back to your seats. Now we're going to do the challenging one. We're going to try it with the whole group who thinks they can do it. Very likely they're all going to raise their hand. Let's see if we can do it. My fingers are crossed. I have faith in you guys. I believe in you. Let's get this done. And remember, what are we doing? We are feet on our number. We are hands at our side, and we are looking straight ahead, and we hear no sounds. None. See how quiet we can be. All right, everybody, line up. And then you watch the magic happen, because very likely the majority of your kids are going to do exactly and precisely what you just asked them to do. If you struggle, that's okay, because what you're going to do next is you're going to say, oh gosh, that was almost perfect. Let's try it one more time. And you have them sit down and you say, okay, what did we do right? And the kids are going to say, well, we all stood in line and we all had our hands to our side. You say, okay, well, did anybody see any issues with what we did? And somebody will stand up and say, well, a couple of us talked. Okay, well, who thinks we can do it this time perfectly? And you do it again. Probably going to take you 2 or 3 times with the whole group before it's perfect. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, and you're going to celebrate them and you're going to tell them how awesome they are, and then you're going to take them to wherever your destination is. Now, my suggestion to you is that you do it this way with every single procedure that you have, whether it's walking in line, down the hallway, silently, up a stairs, whether it's what you want them to do for sharpening a pencil, how you begin your day, general class time, transitions, group work, classroom rules, class discussions, how do you want them to act? You are going to teach them specifically what you want them to do. Make sure you stop here. You're going to spend a good chunk of time teaching those procedures and those routines to your kids. Making sure that you know exactly what you want them to do through the day, making sure that you write it down until you've got it solid in your head, fixing any issues you have, reteaching it, teaching it through the year consistently, especially after you've had breaks. You're going to have to reteach stuff. Woo, hold on. Woo. But nonetheless, you get this process in action, and I promise you, things are going to be different. Things are going to be more brilliant. And this right here is going to solve almost all of your issues. Unless you're one of those ones that has a hard time being consistent. We'll talk about that next. See you back in a while.